not consider myself an influencer, but here is how much I got paid for brand partnerships in 2023. Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm the founder of Partner in Wine and Sassy Digital. I'm a double entrepreneur, and I've also been building my personal brand online for nearly 9 years now. And it was only really in the last couple of years that I actually started making money from brand partnerships on social media. And last year I made £20,000 in additional income from working with brands, which is actually more than my yearly salary when I left university and started working in London. So I want to start this video by caveating this and saying that obviously I have been building my personal brand online for a while, and I've been building my business brand online, Sassy Digital, for nearly 9 years as well, and Partner in Wine is nearly 4 years old. So I do have several different channels with multiple thousands of followers that I have managed to build it up to, but it was only really in the last couple of years that I've actually managed to monetize this. Okay, firstly, how did I make £20,000 last year from additional income from brand partnerships? Now, I've put up a little pie chart here where you can see the areas that I made the most money. So there's 3 different areas here. First is business. This is business related content. I have been paid by software, I've been paid by banks, I've been paid by predominantly tech and productivity companies to promote their services. I know content creators always say this, but I would not promote something that I wouldn't personally use. So as you can see, they have quite a lot of budget to spend in that area. Then the second thing is wine. I will come on to this later, but on my business Instagram, Partner in Wine, I talk a lot about different wines. This is fees that I've been paid by wine brands. And last is lifestyle, which is actually only one campaign, but it didn't necessarily fall into business or wine. And that is because it was a day in the life that I did for a publication online to promote a partner that they were working with. Now, I just want you to take a mental screen grab of this because I'm going to come back to this later to share my strategy with you of how I'm going to turn £20,000 into £50,000 or even above, maybe £100,000 this year. But first up, here is my 3-step process for how you are going to start making your first lot of money for brand partnerships as a business owner. I just want to start by saying that the way that I have done this is posting about my business journey online. I'm not posting about clothes, I'm not posting about makeup, I'm purely posting content that really helps business owners grow their business, helps them with their marketing, and lets them inside my business journey too to see what I'm doing right so that they can improve their business too. Okay, first and foremost, if you want to get paid by brands for brand partnerships on social media, you've got to get comfortable on camera. Nowadays, video content is what brands are after, and they are looking for people that can talk comfortably and confidently about their niche. And that is because they want to put ad spend behind those videos. They want them to be organic on social media to grow their own profiles. And so if you are that person that can speak on camera, or at least make a day in the life, put a voiceover and talk confidently, then those are definitely things that they will be looking out for. Now, if you're getting a little bit worried and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do that because I'm scared of what people will think of me, no one cares. Okay? When I started this YouTube channel, I was kind of thinking, oh God, that's another thing to add to my list. Are people going to judge me? And actually, then I thought back to the fact that I had made £20,000 last year, and my ambitious goals for this year to make even more money than that, just through brand partnerships, through posting videos. I thought, actually, do you know what? I think I will start a YouTube channel. You just need to start posting. You've got to start somewhere, and just remember that you can't be good at something unless you were once bad at it. But hopefully my next point should help you. In order to make money, you need to hone in on your niche. This means working out what areas you can add value to people's life in, and then think about ways that you're going to communicate this with people. Now, here's where it gets interesting for me. I am both a business content creator and a wine content creator. So the pie chart that I showed earlier shows the breakdown of that £20,000 and the different areas that I made that money in. You can see that quite heavily, I have been paid a lot of money to post about business related stuff and not so much wine related stuff, but you know, the money there has still been decent. And then a very small proportion of lifestyle, although as I said earlier, that proportion of lifestyle was kind of to do with business and wine. So it was kind of a mix of the two. And that went on Sheerluxe's Instagram. And that was kind of a mix of the two. And it was a day in the life that I did for a press publication as an advertorial for a brand that they were working with. So this means that I document my business journey and share tips with other people on how they can achieve what I've achieved in business. And it also means that I share wines with the Partner in Wine community. I've got my WSET level 2, so I am qualified in some respects in wines, but I also just have a passion for it and I really love sharing that kind of content and I know what people like to see. And this is why I have made so much money last year from brand partnerships, is because people trust my opinion in both of those areas and I've earned that influence through sharing predominantly free content. So the point that I'm trying to get at here is you need to pick an overarching niche and then you need to really drill down and own that content that you're creating. Make sure that is problem solving, it is problem first, or it's inspiring, it's educational, or it's entertaining. Those key areas of content creation are going to be key in getting people to follow along, invest in your journey, and add value to their life. And of course, it's going to build trust and get people coming back for more, which is exactly what you want when trying to land brand deals. Lastly, don't be disheartened if it takes you a long time to get that first deal. It took me nearly 7 years before I was paid anything at all to talk about any other brands on social media and online. And luckily, this is not my main source of income. My main source of income is from my marketing work, consultancy, and of course, my business. But of course, most of that money gets invested right back into innovation and stock. I used to post content and I would get no views. It felt like I was shouting into the abyss and no one cared about what I was saying. I used to buy bottles of wine and talk about them. Nowadays, I get sent wine for free. I know, the dream job. But the amount of money that I used to spend on wine just to create that content, and I was persistent with it on a weekly basis. I would post a couple of videos about wine on Partner in Wine before they started gaining traction. And then when it hit was a series of videos that I posted about sparkling wine over Christmas. They got picked up by the press. And that is because I spent years posting and I finally understood the landscape. It did take me a couple of years to get it right, but I improved my content as I went. And this is a lesson that everyone can learn. You need to keep ahead of the game, keep posting new things, see what trends are coming up, see what tools are available on social media, use all of those tools that are available to you in terms of reels, stories, image posts on TikTok, carousel posts on Instagram. You can use all these different forms of multimedia every single week to keep yourself consistent and persistent in your goal to increase your following and land brand deals. At some point, I know that you will get your big break, just in the same way that I did. So what's my strategy going forward and how can I turn £20,000 into 50 or even £100,000? That is a very ambitious goal, but I'm going to do this and I'm confident that I'm going to do this by adding another channel to my plate. That's YouTube, hi. And taking my personal brand seriously on TikTok. TikTok completely changed my life when it made my business go viral. I sold out of products in 3 days. I got picked up by press. Loads of people wanted to tell my story and I suddenly felt relevant and that I was successful. And so why I haven't taken my personal brand seriously on TikTok is a mystery to me, but that is one of my goals this year, to take it more seriously along with YouTube, creating content that shows the behind the scenes of my business, the content that I know will get me these brand deals and help me generate additional income. TikTok is an amazing way to build your following very, very quickly. And once you get used to the way that it works, you can educate and inspire people in short, sharp, viral ways. As you can see from the pie chart that I was talking about earlier, last year I spent way too much time making wine content, but not actually reaping the rewards because wine brands don't necessarily have the budget to spend on these kinds of social media posts. Whereas you can tell in the business sector that tech brands do. While I love making videos about wine, I also love making videos that help small business owners out, that help other female entrepreneurs out. And if I can do this and make free content, but sometimes get paid to talk about certain business tools that I actually use to make my life easier, then that is a kind of win-win for me. And tech companies have a lot more money to spend within their marketing budget. And lastly, let's take this offline. By creating useful content online and sharing my ideas and theories with fellow business owners, as well as behind the scenes of how I'm going to grow my business in 2024. I'm hoping to improve my speaking skills in order to get more public speaking gigs in 2024, which is something I've done a few of before, but they also pay really well. And equally, I love meeting people in real life, although I do like to live vicariously through my online profiles. I do love going out and about and I'm a very, very sociable person. So I'm really excited at the prospect of potentially meeting people in real life too. If you've got any burning questions for me about running a business, marketing, social media, how to grow your business, then make sure you comment them below and I would love to answer them in a video very similar to this. And if you want to see more behind the scenes of what I get up to week on week to grow my business, make sure you subscribe because I will be posting a vlog every 2 weeks on Sunday at 6 p.m. And in the meantime, I'm sending you all my best wishes for success. Bye.